guys didn't expect to see this thing in California. Showed up just in time. Literally, day before Wekfest rolling, and this car is here. We gotta do some stuff to it, lower it, clean it up a little bit, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it here. Wasn't even the Mintia car that everybody was excited about. We were just excited to see Chuy finally get his ITR. His 48th ITR. But, yeah, we bought this car, when? January? February? February? Yeah. We bought it February in Japan, and then got it transported back to Osaka. Had the car repainted, a lot of restoration work, and then now it's here. Now Chuy can build it.
That's what you want to try like that?
That?
This is the ramp for what?
You had both those ramps right there.
Huh?
You had both those ramps. You'd rather use just the lid?
Why don't I just take them off?
Yeah. What the hell? Okay, so the backstory behind having the ITR here was the original plan was to get the cars here in time for Wekfest L.A, but like a week before or so that we can kind of swap everything over from the white ITR over to this one. So we have a silver ITR with all the spin stuff on it. But container got delayed and it didn't show up until today, or this week. They finally released the container goods to us, and then we were able to pick up the car today. Today is Friday morning. We're gonna try to get the Mintia car ready, because this car is ready to go. It's a race car, so it doesn't have to be super clean or anything. It's just going to be cleaned up slightly, put some parts on it, take some stuff off, and just kind of get it ready for the show. But we will kind of want to leave it in this state, and we're also very tired, so we're not trying to do anything crazy to it. But there was a chance. Chuy actually took the day off because he had planned to kind of pull an all-nighter, a two-nighter, and take all the spoon stuff off his Integra. But we decided against it because it wouldn't be worth it. It's not worth it just to rush stuff, you know, just for a car show that we have to work anyway, so we wouldn't even get to enjoy the cars at the show. So it'd be better if he just takes his time with it, and then we'll be able to show this car when it's ready. We got a full spoon VSM Integra Type R, and yep, pretty tired. Every day feels like Friday, but we're at the finish line, and we got the Mintia car just in time because we were super worried about not even getting the car. Like, we were worried that the car was going to come out on Monday, which would have totally defeated the purpose of shipping the cars, but everything worked out. So here it is. Yeah, pretty wild to see both cars here now. This car is here. It's going to be a permanent resident here. Now we're responsible for another Civic. We're going to actually track this car. Gonna let Chuy rip around in it at Chuck Wallace soon when we come back from Japan. And then Christian will drive it a lot, I think. But now we got a random race car that we can use all the time. Kind of fun. It's mainly because Yasu doesn't have room for the car in Japan because he's constantly building new stuff. And we're not the type to just sell cars just to make space. So this is a cool little collector's item for us now because this is the first car that I've ever fully designed a livery for, and you know, it looks cool, so why not keep it around? We got everybody here now.
It tastes good.
Got the guys out here from the East Coast, a random Japanese person. Mintia cars here.
Yes, I would have liked to have company on the drive.
This is the only time when the guys running the show have to work on cars too. Chuy's excited because his Integra's here, even though it almost exploded. What are you new here?
Oh, you're a face. I didn't realize you did this on that.
I've been doing it for like 10 years.
You usually have a fucking stick and a whole.
I don't have a stick. I have a stick.
Bad.
He has a stick. He has a stick. Yeah, I don't use a stick to film. That's crazy.
Man, you gotta redo this whole thing. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna conclude it now. It is what it is. Hey, look at these guys. What are you doing on this side? Oh.
Yeah, but then dude fucking burned his hand too.
Damn.
He just used it. He was wearing rubber gloves, you know. It like burned a hole through it. Oh my god. I think he got it my bad. He got it pretty straight though.
Yeah, so Dirk came up with this idea to make some custom dipsticks using the nuking bolts.
Brand new OEM.
Yeah, brand new OEM dipstick
That's
too.
nice. Dipstick.
And then you just welded the hop to it.
Oh.
Did you get both done?
What
not
if,
bad,
what if
yeah.
you forgot to put the heat shrink on?
I know, right?
Well, this one came out pretty good. I might even not even put.
I like it without the heat shrink. That's
Yeah,
what I was
it looks
telling
cool.
you. I
Yeah,
thought
it kind of looks
gonna
better
look
without
good
it.
Because this one I doubled it up and it's too big, and I was like, yeah, I don't really like it.
Yeah, see?
But that one won't. That one
The
won't
thing
burn
was,
your
we
hand,
weren't
though.
sure how clean the weld
This
was.
one won't burn your hand. You're
Yeah.
gonna use it.
The thing was, we weren't sure how clean the weld was gonna come out, and yeah, you're right. That this one be as hot.
I want to
It's
file
hard to
down
do.
the sharp edge of the weld real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try that toilet bowl cleaner. You know how people use toilet bowl cleaner for exhaust and it removes all the tarnish? So I might try that with this to see if it removes the color.
Yeah, we got that.
If it doesn't, it does look kind of cool because it shows that it's welded.
It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, that's nice.
Custom.
No, costume.
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 So after a long day of socializing, the car's all cleaned up now. It's gonna get loaded on a trailer and Chuy's gonna take it to the show tomorrow. So everybody in America is gonna get to see this car for the first time, which is pretty cool. Try to hide it until roll-in starts so people don't really know it's here. We don't have a car cover here, huh? Because they want to bring it in early tomorrow morning and put a car cover on it. Should we go buy a car cover?
Yeah. Walmart. Yeah, Walmart.
I gotta go walk inside Walmart? Amazon.
Oh, what? The overnight
Yeah, overnight shipping. Next hours. But yeah, the car's pretty clean now. Looks nice. There you go. I'm gonna rev it like an apple. Here it comes. Dinner time.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Mild, right? It's supposed to be mild. Not
Fire tomorrow.
Not mild. Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese mild is not mild at all. Yeah, don't stand too far. Don't stand behind that car, dude.
I'm gonna explode.
It's so loud. And then Yasu's got to drive it like a complete asshole too. So.
Oh, by the way, this is loud as
Yeah.
No, just roll it.
If you want to hear when you're old, yeah.
Because you want to rev it up.
Yeah.
tried to roll earlier, he still wants to turn it on.
Yeah. It's
Turn it on.
Osaka special, dude. See? Why?
Why? Little ramp necessary.
I don't know, dude. You gotta clear all the fucking old gas out, bro. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah.
What's the toll? You don't have Wekfest insurance for medical insurance, right?
Yeah. He thinks it's a motorcycle. No. It's fine, I cleared it already. We get those for free, don't worry about it.
Yeah, the white one. Look at that. I got fat friends. I got fat friends.
I'm on the ramp, Huggy.
Man, John is very helpful. What's up, everybody? Today is the day of setup for Wekfest L.A. and everything was off to a pretty good start, but you know, life will give you lemons sometimes. And thought the car was perfect, had everything done, ready to go. The car was actually done early, which is unusual for us. But on the way here in the trailer, something happened to the car. Something in the trailer hit my front bumper, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually am filming this maybe an hour later when I'm in a much more calm mood, because I don't really get upset about stuff, and I don't really show much emotion, as you guys can tell. But let's just say that I was pretty f***ing upset because the car was literally f***ing perfect. We had everything set up, everything was done the right way, everything was executed the right way. And in the final hour, right before the finish line, disaster happens. And I am very, very annoyed and irritated by it. When you guys see the damage, you're probably not gonna say that it's not that big of a deal, but to me, it is a very, very big deal. Like even my friends are like, try not to be too upset about it, but like honestly, I don't get upset about stuff. But things happen, and I'm not even mad about what happened. I'm just mad that it happened, and it's like nobody's fault. Freak things happen, stupid shit happens, circumstances happen, and we are now in a spot where I almost took the car home because I don't want it f***ing here if it's not perfect, because I spent so much time and effort. Everybody put so much time and effort into getting this thing perfect, and it got f***ed up. So I almost decided to take the car back to the shop because I don't want it here if it's not set up correctly or if it doesn't look right. But the guys are committed to fixing it. We have a body shop that was able to mix us some flame red paint, and we're gonna try to fix it now and see how it looks. But I am really, really bummed, and I am super annoyed because everything was dialed, man. It's like, dude, we worked so hard to get this car exactly where it needed to be, and it was just ready to go, man. But we are here now. But we're gonna try to fix it and make the best of the situation. Gotta make lemonade out of these f***ing lemons, so let's go.
Yeah, the many times.
Oh, more layer.
Yeah. Even the paint is colored 3 times.
3 times change the color.
Look at this thing.
big car show guy now.
Yeah. Big color matchy guy now.
I do love that.
Yeah. That looks good, dude.
What's up, man?
Hell yeah.
Looks good.
No, it doesn't. You know why.
We all know why.
What's her speed?
Yeah. Everything. Hey, you didn't put the turn signal
I
things
brought
on.
them right now to put them on here.
You're gonna drill it here?
No, I'm gonna answer that right now.
You're gonna stick it on?
Well, not for now. We'll fix it after. Yeah, we'll fix it after. After I figure out where you put your battery.
Full Mugen NSX. It's missing the turn signal lenses, which he didn't really want to drill on, but we're gonna make him do it. Staggered set of
good, yeah.
Mugen M7s.
Joey, did you bring 4 cars to the event?
All right, so this looks like it's gonna be the final setup for today. Actually, no, I have to move him F05 because that car is going to Jose's booth on this side, and then we're gonna put our friend Jalen's car on this side. There's another EK coming right here that's actually super nice too. So got a solid collection of EKs. But the car's here. We try to patch up the damage as much as we could. It may seem minor to you guys, but that shit kills me, man. But it is what it is. We're gonna go on and have a good weekend. Mintia car is here now, nice and cleaned up, slammed again. On NQPF06, front staggered. Got a little display board that I made for it, like I did for the EK9. Oh, I didn't actually show you guys that thing yet, but display board, full mod lists and stories and stuff, you know. Gotta let people know about the details and the backstory behind the cars and why they're here in the first place. Because not every day you see these cars here in California. This is my display board. A little blare, but see, it has the full story. I mean, not the full story, but abbreviated story. Full mod list though, so people don't gotta ask. They can just look. And I even brought the old TE from the crashed EK9 that we had originally that led to this car being built. So here's a photo of it crashed on the highway when we dragged it onto the tow truck. I kept the wheel because that's the only thing that was salvageable, and other than the taillights, which are on my car, and the rear glass, but yeah, it's a cool little story, you know? Every build has a story, and everybody should know about it. Brought out the Mintia car, of course, and then we have the Voltex GR86. Type R Jose's over there with his Mugen NSX and his Mugen ITR. We got all our friends together today. The Doghouse guys are over here. They got Andy Mai's car, the Rywire EVEG.
Chill for now? Alright.
Damn, look at this shirt. Whoever designed that, very creative.
You guys want to try a burrito?
Kind of cool.
What's going on over
What's up,
here?
Joey?
Is it lunchtime?
Yeah, welcome to the Captain's Couch.
Dang.
For you, burrito.
I ate a burger earlier.
Let's
I
go.
want to shit my pants, dude. I have your sticker.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I didn't have time to ship it. Got some friends from Washington here. Some Pacific Northwest legends. When does your car go back?
After Teddy fixes my stuff.
Oh, so never.
Yeah.
Yep. Might as well. Nothing going on up there anyways.
Yeah, my other 2 cars not torn apart.
Yeah, see? Perfect timing.
Try to get a seamless car.
Oh, you should have brought this
That would be a blessing, but
Yeah,
It's
I
already
mean,
October.
yeah. Well, I mean, normally it would probably be like macking for raise and stuff like that, but they figure out what car they need beginning of the year. many turns?
Turn as many times as you need. I don't want you to fly. You gotta be at the same angle as the red car.
So hit the R, please. I know. I can't afford it. I can move the GR too. We have to. Jaylen's ZK is finally closer to completion. Car runs now. Just has a base tune on right now, right?
Yeah, base ITB too. Hybrid works.
ITBs. Billet valve cover. And plumbing. The DTR header. Smells like coolant a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at that stance. Spoon lip. Zanky face still. A 97?
Yep.
Oh, so 997 on Mugen F10. Doesn't look bad.
Best chassis of the festival goes to a 99 Nissan Silvia Spec R, owned by a Henry Chuy. He was also ready.
For Judge's Choice this year, we wanted to kind of honor a pretty special build. It's like it's one of those things where, like I said earlier in the day, when I said that every build has a story, right? Like every unique story comes from each car in this building, and the one that's going to win Judge's Choice today is a pretty special one because he is a second generation car builder. His dad comes from a pretty elite group of car builders from Northern California known as ATS Garage. These guys have built some of the best Hondas we've seen in the last 2 decades maybe. But now he is the son of one of the main guys behind ATS Garage, and I think he's 22 years old and he's built a pretty fantastic car, so I can't wait to see what's next for him. But today, Jaylen Chapman wins the Judge's Choice Award. Jaylen Chapman from ATS Garage with a gray Civic right here, right up front. This guy dragged his car into San Jose this year, unfinished and not running, and he wanted to redeem himself, so he finished his car and he brought it all the way down here to Southern California to compete with the best. Congratulations. Is this a proud father moment?
Where's the tears at? Where's the tears at?
Nice little collection of Hondas right here. Cool to be able to get all these cars together. Got the ZG right here. Such a classic look. Got the car back on a tow trailer now. Headed back to home, drop off the cars, go have dinner with the boys. to wrap on Wekfest L.A. Whatever footage I caught, I don't even know. Hey, nothing like some flaming meat before Yasu goes home. Hey. What, what'd you get? What? What the f?
Yep. Hoses. Alligator. What's next?
Where are your clothes?
What?
Where's your clothes?
Nothing. Just a few t-shirts here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect!
You put the shape of the block inside the holes. That's Yasu's favorite game.
Yeah. So if he just crams things into holes all the time.
Okay. My snacks on the plane.
Yeah, see? We didn't even need an SUV. Look at all that trunk space. It's the perfect blend of sports and luxury. The Acura TL Type S. Oh, there's another suitcase.
Oh shit. 2 popcorn? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
That's the flavor.
Long flight.
Yeah, one fry, eat that 2 popcorn and then do the fingers.
It's a long flight to have some dirty fingers.
No, I wash the hand.
I don't know, man. Sometimes you don't wash your hands.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Look how much bigger
I'm
this trunk
mechanic.
is than the GR trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The GR
dude.
trunk fits nothing.
Yeah.
Huge.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so weird. I say that see you tomorrow, huh?
Yep. Yeah. Just stay at the airport. Wait for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I realized that in the midst of all the chaos from the past weekend, with the pre-meet, getting the car together, all the visitors that we had coming from out of town, and as well as the Wekfest itself, I never actually got to show you guys the finished interior. Super happy with it. I loved how it came out. At the show, it seemed like everybody was pretty stoked about the interior as well. I got some pretty good reviews, so I'm happy to say that the interior work is a success, and nobody thought that it was sacrilege or anything that I changed up the interior of my car. A lot of people actually told me that it added a lot to the car, which is great. You know, it's like a kind of like a finishing touch, you know? It was like the one thing that was missing, and really happy with how it came out. But yeah, I should probably show you guys what it looks like. One of the panels is missing, the panel under the steering column, because that panel was actually not finished, and people at the show didn't really notice because it's kind of under the dash anyways, but they actually ran out of material, so they couldn't get to that piece. And since I'm leaving for Japan tomorrow, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. Aaron from Suede told me just to send the panel back and they'll get it wrapped, and then I'll have it by the time I get back, so it should be pretty cool. I also sent him a Battlecraft shift knob because I thought it'd be an interesting project to see if he could actually wrap that shift knob in suede and with red stitch, just to see what it looks like and if it's even possible. And if it does work out, it might look really cool, and I'm gonna have to run it in the car too. So, but let me show you the interior. Got all the original OEM vents back in here. This is clipped into place now. Airbag tray was done. Black suede, double red stitch. Very NSXR type vibe. Where it's still OEM, but very custom still. But like, if you didn't know, you'd probably look at it and think that, wow, I had no idea that 90 Civics came with such nice interiors, because they would think that this is kind of OEM because everything fits so nicely. And the main thing that I like about this interior and what they did was that sometimes when you see custom interiors and you see stitching like this, it can get kind of wavy. And like, I don't like how that looks because it looks kind of sloppy. But they did a great job here making all the stitching really straight. And just quality craftsmanship. You see it throughout. Over here in the cluster area. Obviously, black suede doesn't look black, you know, it kind of has like an almost lighter tone to it, depending on how you move the fabric around. The logos are lasered in here. People thought it was like some sort of, I don't know what kind of process they thought it was, but people were asking me how it's done. It's very faint, and you can only see it sometimes in certain angles, but this is actually lasered on. It had the Chronicles logo and the Exceed logo lasered on there just because I thought it would be like a nice little subtle touch, you know? And if people look closely enough, they'll see it. And glove box is done. I'm not gonna have a radio. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even have speakers in here, so what was the point of having a head unit? Thankfully, this piece isn't too bad, so it looks okay. And down here, this is actually my favorite part of the interior. The shifter area, and shifter and e-brake area. They did such a good job of contouring and following all the original lines. And instead of just like kind of stretching and gluing everything into place, they actually stitched all the contour areas so everything fits super tight. Look at how the console lines up. All the way back to here, where I don't have any carpet. But my e-brake could be a little bit nicer. I'm gonna go to Japan and see if I can just kind of find a nicer one maybe. But this area is so good. The stitching is very well done. And like I said, there's no bottle pedal here anymore, but that'll come back soon. I was gonna run the Mooncraft steering wheel, but the more I looked at it, the Mugen steering wheel just matched the interior so perfectly, so I kind of had to put it back in there. Have new cluster glass. The scratched one is gone. Brand new one there, so it doesn't even look like there's glass there just because it's so clean. Door panels came out nice. Kept the bottoms original EK9 CTR just because you want to keep some sort of OEM look, you know, and didn't want to make it look too custom. So when people look at this, they can still tell that it's very much an OEM EK9 CTR door panel. Just the top parts are done. That piece has been redone too, so we cleaned that up a little bit to make it look new again. As well as here, the window switches, kind of hard to fix because they do show age. But at a glance, you won't notice too much. I don't have headliner, but if I did, I probably would have had him redo that too, but we didn't have to do that. But yeah, so imagine sitting inside a 1997 Civic Type R and you have an interior like this. Pretty cool, right? I had the defrost vents up here basically deleted. It's covered because I don't have HVAC, so we don't need all that extra vents. I only kept these because I feel like dashboards with these filled in and smoothed out is a little bit too much. It looks a little bit too shaved, I guess, and it looks way too custom. I still wanted to make it look somewhat OEM. So I retained all this stuff. And then especially here too, because you need this contour line. Otherwise it just looks really weird. So you don't want things to be too smoothed out. But those little tiny vents back there, I don't need them. Also, it would have been really hard to do had we wanted to keep them. So we just got rid of it. Streamlined it a little bit, but overall, everything's very clean. Hope you guys like it. This is the interior now. This is the interior of my Civic Type R. A crazy thing to say still. But, and the fact that the car is here in California. And if you guys want to see it from afar, this is what it looks like from the outside of the car. Red Autobox seats, custom interior, everything matches. You gotta tie things together with all the little details. Nothing back here. It's all class up front. Really excited about how this Mugen dipstick came out. Dirk came up with the idea while he was driving one day. We had some extra Mugen bolts laying around. Like, we have them all over our cars already throughout the engine bay. Same with Dirk, you know. But he wanted to make a dipstick, and dude, it came out amazing. Nothing special, really simple process. You just need a good welder, but it adds a nice little touch to the bay. Everything matches, you know. It's all in the details, like I always say. Overall, I'd say it was a pretty successful debut. Surprised everybody with the Mintia EK. That car just literally just landed the day before the show, or day before rolling. But yeah, I think everybody enjoyed seeing this car, and I'm happy that people finally get to see it now. It's in California. It's gonna be a permanent resident here. A lot of people ask me about both this car and the Mintia car because they think that the car is gonna go back to Japan at some point. But no, they are actually staying here because Yasu has no space, and it's just nice to have these cars here. It's nice to have the Mintia car here too because these cars have a good history together. They've always been together at events, and might as well bring them to California too so they can be together still. Well, on that note, I gotta pack and get ready for my flight to Japan tomorrow. Yasu already left today. I didn't get a chance to leave with him because I was worried the container was gonna show up on Monday, or we wouldn't be able to pick up the cars until after Wekfest. So I stayed an extra day just in case. But now Yasu has to go back home from Osaka and then wake up early to pick me up from the airport again. So that should be fun. But I gotta pack, finish things up, I don't know when this is gonna go up. Probably gonna go up when I'm in Japan because I won't be able to edit it until I am there. But just want to thank everybody for watching, and thank you for your interest in the Flame Red EK9. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.